Allora, anzi, tanto per cominciare, allora, tre telegatti.
Today, the world of Italian cinema and television bids farewell to a beloved icon. Antonello Fassari, the versatile actor and comedian best known for his role as Cesare in I Cesaroni, has passed away at the age of 72. Born in Rome on October 1952, Antonello Fassari was a gifted artist whose work spanned decades across theater, film, and television. A graduate of the Silvio D'Amico National Academy of Dramatic Arts, he trained under the legendary Luca Ronconi, whose mentorship helped shape Fassari's career in the dramatic arts.
Per fare questo film, L'amore rubato, innanzitutto.
While Fassari made his mark in theater, it was his unforgettable television presence that endeared him to millions. From his early appearances on RAI 3's variety show Avanzi in the 90s, to becoming a household name in the beloved comedy drama I Cesaroni, Fassari brought warmth, humor, and depth to every role. In 2000, Antonello Fassari made his directorial debut with the comedy film The Secret of the Jaguar, which was a resounding flop at the box office. He also explored directing and music in his multifaceted career, and remained an influential figure in Italian pop culture well into his later years. His sudden departure is a profound loss for Italian entertainment, and he will be remembered not only for his remarkable talent, but for his ability to make people laugh, reflect, and feel. Rest in peace.
Made us by 24 points, and I thought.
Today, the world of collegiate athletics mourns the loss of a visionary leader. Cedric Dempsey, former executive director of the NCAA and one of the most influential figures in American sports administration, has passed away at the age of 92. Born on April 1932 in Illinois, Cedric Warren Dempsey was a gifted athlete long before he became a transformational executive. At Albion College, he earned an incredible 9 varsity letters, excelling in football, basketball, and baseball, before dedicating his life to guiding young athletes from behind the scenes.
That is under review at the present time. There's a work group of which I'm a.
In 1994, Cedric Dempsey became the executive director of the NCAA, a role he held until 2002. During his tenure, he modernized the organization, restructured its governance, took a hard line against gambling in college sports, and helped secure an 11-year, $6 billion television deal, one of the most significant media contracts in sports history. Rest in peace, Cedric Dempsey.
I hate Dennis the Menace. I thought Dennis the Menace was a piece of garbage. I wouldn't watch.
Today, the world of television mourns the loss of a childhood icon. Jay North, the American actor best known for his unforgettable role as the mischievous Dennis Mitchell in the classic sitcom Dennis the Menace, has passed away at the age of 73 due to colorectal cancer, battling the disease for several years. Born on August 1951 in Hollywood, California, Jay Waverly North was just 6 years old when he began working in television.
When I got to Dennis the Menace, that the abuse, emotional and physical abuse, started.
By age 7, he had captured America's heart as Dennis in the CBS series Dennis the Menace, which ran from 1959 to 1963. His cherubic face and comedic timing turned him into a national star. But behind the cheerful character was a young boy navigating the challenges of sudden fame. After his success on Dennis the Menace, Jay continued acting in both film and television. He also lent his voice to several animated series, including Arabian Nights and The Pebbles and Bam Bam Show, showing his versatility beyond live-action roles. As an adult, Jay North faced difficult times, including emotional trauma from his years as a child star. He later became a correctional officer in Florida and joined the advocacy group A Minor Consideration, offering support and guidance to young actors who experienced similar struggles. Despite stepping away from Hollywood, Jay North never stopped being Dennis to generations of fans. His legacy endured through decades of reruns, conventions, and heartfelt fan letters. Rest in peace.
A massive opportunity to make waves through particularly the record business.
Today, the world of music bids farewell to a true pioneer. Dave Allen, the acclaimed English bassist and founding member of the post-punk band Gang of Four, has passed away at the age of 69 due to dementia. Born in 1956 in England, Dave Allen co-founded Gang of Four in 1976, a band that would go on to redefine the sound of post-punk. With his sharp, rhythmic bass lines and politically charged energy, Allen helped create the band's groundbreaking 1979 debut album, Entertainment, considered one of the most influential records of its time. His music wasn't just heard, it was felt.
And I live here in Portland, and I'm a big supporter of local music, as is KZME.
His bass style fused funk with punk, laying a foundation that inspired generations of alternative and indie musicians around the world. In later years, Dave shifted into the world of music and technology. He worked at Intel, Beats Music, and eventually Apple Music, where he played a role in shaping how music reached audiences in the digital age. Rest in peace.
Negli anni 40 c'era una situazione
Today, the world of theater and classical music mourns the loss of a cultural giant. Roberto De Simone, the legendary Italian theater director, playwright, composer, and ethnomusicologist, has passed away at the age of 91. Born in 1933, he was a true Renaissance figure, a man of the arts who dedicated his life to preserving and reimagining southern Italy's musical and theatrical heritage.
notorietà, nominanza di un...
Trained as a composer at the San Pietro and Magella Conservatory, his early work explored classical music, but his heart remained rooted in the folk traditions of his homeland. In 1967, he founded the New Folk Singing Company, a groundbreaking ensemble that revived forgotten songs, chants, and traditions from Campania and beyond. But it was his 1976 opera, Cinderella the Cat, that made him a household name, a poetic, haunting retelling of Cinderella using Neapolitan folk elements and shadow theater. Rest in peace.
Well, don't forget, I'd had 2 careers. I was 6.5 then.
Today, the world of classic Hollywood cinema mourns the loss of one of its brightest young stars turned legend. Jane Withers, the beloved American actress who first captured hearts as a child star in the 1930s, has passed away at the age of 95 due to natural causes. Born on 1926 in Georgia, Jane Withers was destined for the spotlight. She began performing as a child and quickly became a household name when she starred opposite Shirley Temple in the 1934 film Bright Eyes.
Sponsored by Marco Dog Food. And Judy was on the show as Frances Gum and her 2 sisters.
Her role as the cheeky, spoiled Joy Smythe instantly made her a standout and a star in her own right. Unlike many child stars of the era, Withers went on to headline her own successful film series, starring in over 30 movies by the time she was a teenager. Titles like Patio Day, The Holy Terror, and Rascal showcased her charm, comedic timing, and irresistible energy. Over the decades, Jane Withers became a symbol of timeless talent and grace. Her contributions were honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and she remained deeply loved by fans of all ages, from classic film enthusiasts to kids who grew up seeing her on TV. Rest in peace.
Earl Palmer, Drum Village, Let There Be Drums, Sandy Nelson, anything.
Today, the world of music mourns the loss of a legendary beatmaker. Clem Burke, the American Hall of Fame drummer best known as the powerhouse behind the iconic band Blondie, has passed away at the age of 70 due to cancer. Born on 1954 in New Jersey, Clem Burke began drumming at an early age, eventually cementing himself as one of the most influential drummers of the punk and new wave era.
We just got busted by security. It's Clem Burke from Blondie.
In 1975, he joined Debbie Harry and Chris Stein to form Blondie, a band that would go on to change the sound of American rock music forever. Clem's signature style, a blend of precision, flair, and relentless energy, helped define the sound of global hits like Heart of Glass, Call Me, and Rapture. Beyond Blondie, he played with the likes of the Ramones, Iggy Pop, Eurythmics, and the Romantics, earning respect as one of the most versatile and dedicated drummers in the business. In 2006, Clem Burke was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame alongside his Blondie bandmates, a moment that recognized not just his musical success, but his decades of contribution to the heartbeat of rock. Clem Burke wasn't just a drummer, he was the pulse behind some of rock's most unforgettable tracks, a musician whose rhythm inspired millions. Today, the sticks may rest, but his beat will live on forever. Rest in peace.
I was talking to a student the other day about building a strong foundation.
Today, the world of television and equestrian sports has lost a multifaceted talent. John St. Ryan, the English actor and renowned horse trainer, has passed away at the age of 72 due to heart attack. Born in 1953, he began his journey as a martial arts instructor, coaching 12 national champions across Europe. It was this disciplined background that would lay the foundation for his later ventures into acting and equestrian training.
Well, here's a little food for thought. see if the horse is going to learn something well.
John's acting career took off in the 1980s with appearances in British television shows, most notably in Coronation Street, where he portrayed Charlie Whalen. He also appeared in Emmerdale and the cult classic Buffy the Vampire Slayer. John St. Ryan's legacy is one of immense versatility. From a respected actor to a celebrated horse trainer, he touched many lives. Rest in peace.